everybody's talking about top albums of the year. What would you put up there?
Top albums of the year: Rick Ross, Kid Cudi. Top albums of the year. That's what I'm bumping right now. Rick Ross and Kid Cudi. I'm really loving their albums.
Do you feel like you have to be in a particular state of mind to listen to the album?
I don't know. I don't really feel to really place it in a category. I don't know. I just get this energy when I listen to it. It's an energy where his sound and the city of Compton, it kind of clash. It kind of meshes together for some reason because it's like a rebel sound, and that's some shit that people don't understand. I mean, being where I'm from, it's like some rebel shit. Well, we go do what we want to do, and you gonna have to respect it. You know what I mean? Because it's us, and that's the type of expression I think Cudi is putting out to the world. You know what I mean? And I really fuck with it because it's him, and he ain't trying to compromise for nobody. You know what I
mean? And we were just talking about, you did a video for Kid Cudi. Mm-hmm. You directed a video.
Yeah, me and my buddy Brody directed this video for a song called Pursuit of Happiness.
Yes.
For Kid Cudi. There were 2 videos for it. Ours was the one where the party scene happens, everything slows down around him, and he raps straight at the camera, and then at the end he meets himself. He thinks he's having this great night, but he actually isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ours.
That was interesting. That was your concept.
Yep.
And they discussed it over a drink at a bar.
Yeah, well, this is back before, back when Cudi could still walk down the street. Yeah. And we were at a bar in the Lower East Side. No, we were actually down in Tribeca, and we were just watching people go by, and I said, listen, man, I have an idea for this one song, because he'd played me the album at that point. It was, I think, just before it came out. I met him actually at a show. When he first moved out to New York, he was opening for Rat-a-Tat.
Yeah, Rat-a-Tat. Yeah. Wow.
And I loved Rat-a-Tat, and I was like, this kid's amazing. He's going to be huge. Then he came backstage afterward, obviously, and I was there, and I said, hey, man, great show. He was like, oh, I like your work. We became friends.
That's dope.
You see
that works?
Yeah.
You see that works, DB? If you would introduce yourself, Josh might be your friend. All right, now, secondly, did you see Cudi in Need for Speed, the movie he did? Did you see
Need for Speed? I saw Need for Speed. Yeah, he was good, man. He was actually, he was kind of the lightest, he had the lightest touch in the movie. There was a lot of sort of, there's a lot of posturing in that film,
Yeah,
a lot of tough guy sort of stuff, but he was funny. He was really good.
Ironically, he was not the tough guy, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
He did good, so you give him a thumbs up on acting.
Totally.
All right, cool.
Get him out. All right, while we're talking about hip hop, Kid Cudi, this is a rapper who a lot of people gravitate towards him because he's so transparent, and he's always talking about his feelings. He's always putting a spotlight on his low feelings as well, but he started to worry me a little bit because he put up this post where it seemed like he was preparing for his death. And he was going into all of this detail about how he wants his funeral arrangements. He said, my casket needs to be 100% rose gold plated. I want to be in my ripped Levi's jeans, my Nirvana t-shirt, my Converse. Don't cut my hair. No matter what, keep the casket closed. Send my body to space to be buried on the moon, or sent through a wormhole with all my music and my story on a jump drive if possible. He said, upon my death, all rivalries will be deaded. Dance and celebrate, no sadness. He said, let my fans have a separate funeral. He wants his family to mourn privately. And then he said, maybe dig up his dad's body so they can be buried together.
Well, it's a long ass list.
Oh, yes.
When you're gone, who you leaving money for all this, Cudi? You better keep making records, because if you don't
gold-plated coffin.
If you don't keep making no records, bro, you're gonna be sitting up in a car, no casket, be the passenger in your own funeral limo. But I don't think that's suicidal. I think that's preparation. And when white people do it, we cool with it. When they lay out exactly what they want, I think you never know. And you never know how. Like we just said, never know how long none of this gonna last. So I say, brother, if you want to lay it out the way you want it, just have a check for each one of them things. Because to the moon ain't cheap.
It gotta come with a budget.
You know what I'm saying? Gas expensive. Maybe they just put a moon sticker on his casket.
That I'm not sure yet exactly, which songs are going to be on there. Hopefully all of them are, but definitely some TDE appearances on there. And yeah, it's going to be good, I definitely want to do something with Kid Cudi, because he's that's pretty much one of the only people that I listen to consistently, no matter what he puts out. I'm one of those fans for him. He can do no wrong in my eyes.
Kid Cudi, could we expect a record?
We were in the same building doing rehearsals the other day. I was just talking, his drummer was over smoking with us the other day and shit when we were rehearsing for one of the late night performances. And yeah, we were just talking about that, you know, just that Cleveland shit and saying, you know, they're at a weird state emotionally right now, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just, you know.
But in the future, you are open to
me and Cudi saw each other at Fashion Week actually in London earlier this year, and you know, I know a lot of people associated us with having beef with each other and shit.
But it's cleared up.
Yeah, totally.